The world of technology is constantly evolving, which means there's always an opportunity to learn and grow.
My name is Oyebode Esther. I studied religious studies at the University of Ibadan.
My name is Ifeoluwa. I studied cell biology and genetics in the University of Lagos, after which I got a job working in the bank.
My name is Regina Taiwo. You wouldn't believe I studied architecture in school.
I knew there was more, so I decided to take a leap. Currently, I am a product designer and a product manager.
I'm currently a motion graphics designer.
Presently, I am a data scientist and an AWS cloud engineer.
I understand that being a lady is not a disadvantage, so I embrace tech.
And I am thriving as a Texas.
And I am thriving as a Texas.
Now I can say I'm a thriving Texas.
Are you ready to break new grounds and join the world of tech? The Ladies in Tech Africa initiative is a commemorative bootcamp in honor of our visionary, Pastor Mrs. Folú Adeboye, as we join her in thanking God for her 76th birthday celebration. This program is designed to help you make your career shift a reality. Registration is open and you can register via the link.
Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel.
Hi everyone. Good evening today. How are you all doing? I trust you're all doing well. So my name is Amos Babalola and I'll be your facilitator for today. I hope you're all excited for this class. So if you have any other comments, feel free to drop it in the comment section, and I and the team will do our best to respond to everyone. I think I like comments I'm seeing already. Good evening, everyone. I think we're all pumped up. Anyway, I'm pumped up also. So for today, I think in the last class we had like an introduction class to what the VA is and what the virtual assistant role entails. So today would more or less be diving head first into like the career opportunities. So we can just sort of know, okay, where this course is going to take you, what the we're going to we're going to where this course is going to take you, the careers that it entails, and just so you just know that okay, yes, you're not wasting your time doing this. So, so diving, hold on. All right. So please just signify if you can hear me in the comment section. I want to be sure everyone can hear me. All right. Perfect. Okay. Let's continue. So, speaking about a virtual assistant, I want to assume we already know what a virtual assistant is. But just to recap, a virtual assistant is more or less like a self-employed professional who provides administrative, technical, or creative support to clients remotely. And VAs or virtual assistants, they can work for a variety of clients, like from small businesses to large companies, and you can manage different tasks. You can work in different fields like across every sector. And the reason being is that okay, remote work now is like really advancing, and naturally you'd have assistants, you have executive assistants, you have personal assistants trying to help you do your day-to-day tasks. But nowadays a lot of people work remotely and they need a lot of help getting these tasks done. So the VA's rule has just been like really, really rapid. A lot of people want VAs. I know a lot of people that want someone to assist them, and I know a lot of VAs that are really making bank, like making a lot of money just assisting other people. So the way I like to put it is that just pick your poison. Yes, it might be stressful. Yes, it might be work, but at the end of the day, whatever you pick is going to pay. And we're going to dive into that this most of these things later. But just to more on the overview, you can cut across marketing, administration, social media, bookkeeping, even real estate. Just think of almost any remote task that need assistance in. Any remote task that someone is doing, once it gets to a point where the person needs an assistant, then a VA should show up. Yeah, yeah. So, good evening once again. So let's move into like the skills required for a VA. I think this is something that is really important before we dive right first into what this into the different roles that you can see. So I like to term it like okay, there are some skills that regardless of like the industry you're working in, regardless of regardless of the industry you're working in, regardless of um, the role you choose, regardless of the aspects you are doing for your VA, there are some skills that will still cut across. So there are this set of skills are not like unique to one particular aspect, but they cut across various aspects. So whichever aspect of a VA you choose, whichever whether you're a VA for social media or you're a VA for marketing or a VA for management, these skills are like really, really needed to be a successful VA. And let's dive it first. The first one is administrative skills. So you have to be very good at like in your administration, manage calendars. You have to know how to like schedule meetings. You have to make sure that okay, you can keep up with time, and also like in terms of your data entry, which is basically just imputing data into maybe a doc or a sheet. So those are just the administrative skills that you need. And no matter like whichever of the roles you find, the type of VA roles you find yourselves in, this skill is very, very, very essential. And I think another one is communication skills. So talking about communication skills are very, 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 very important. In fact, I think across no matter what you are doing, you need to be able to communicate. You need to be able to communicate with them. So communication skills are very important. So you have your excellent written and verbal skills. So you need to know how to write well. You need to know how to speak very well, and you need to know how to interact with people basically and just handle inquiries. So just you need to know okay, this is the tone you should use when speaking to this person. You need to know that okay, when this person comes through with this tone, you need to be able to like okay, be calm, think about what the person has said, and communicate very well. When we talk about your written skills, so emails a lot are like the foundation of what we do, what you do as a VA. So there'll probably be a lot of emails you're sending either to the people you work for, or either to probably the people that maybe your clients' clients, if they need you to help them compete with them, emails are something that would really, really be good. So your communication skills, yeah, top notch. You have to get on that. And we also have your technical skills. So saying technical skills, don't be scared. They are just like what do you call it? They just technical skills just to make sure that okay, you can use some of these basic tools. So it's not something complex, I assure you. So you have to just be familiar with some of these tools. You have to be familiar with Microsoft Office, with Microsoft Word. I would like to see some of your comments, like in the comment section. Just mention some of the tools that you've worked with that are listed here, in terms of like okay, Microsoft Office, Google, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, or use the Google Workspace you've worked with. You've worked with Google Google Docs. You've worked with Google Sheets, And yeah, project management software cut across Trello, Asana. Let me hear if you know any of these ones that I'm mentioning. I would really like to. Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people have an Microsoft Office already, Google Workspace, Google Drive. That's nice. And yeah, that's that for that. So the on social media platforms generally, so our Instagram, our LinkedIn. I hope we all have our LinkedIn sets. So our Instagram, our LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, all the social media platforms. So just knowing how to just be familiar with a lot of these tools will really help you go a long way in terms of virtual assistance. Then let's move on to the organization skills. And I think this is very, very, very important because a lot of times why people even want a V is because let's be honest, like some people are really bad at organization. So they just need you. So if you can take that part out of them, out of their work, like okay, they do the work, maybe they are creative, they are able to think, and they have a VA that's helping them to organize things and make sure that things are flowing very well. Then yeah, you're on the right path. Um, think so in terms of the organizational skills, you need to know how to prioritize tasks, which is very, very, very important. You need to know, okay, these are the tasks that should take more priority. So I think along the course, you probably get more in depth into that on how to prioritize tasks like high, low, depending on the tool you are using, high, medium, low, how to probably use color code to assign tasks and know okay which tasks you should focus on. But knowing how to prioritize tasks is something that you should also like learn, you should also be able to do. Then time management is very, 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 very important. I know we hear that people see that a lot, but like we can't overemphasize the importance of time management. Assuming I had gotten here about 30 minutes late, now I know a lot of people here won't be happy. Or if you'll be happy if I got here 30 minutes late, you can signify there's no you. But yeah, time management is really, really, really important. You know how to efficiently manage time. Then handling tasks simultaneously is also something that is really, really good. The way AV's work is like a lot of things are coming simultaneously. And like yeah, you are prioritizing the tasks you should focus on, but still being able to communicate while you're working on the tasks or do two or more things at the same time that are probably interrelated or even if they're not related is also important. So you just have to be able to like, okay, you just have to be basically is one of the key things in being organized. Then the next one is uh, problem solving skills. So this guy, you're trying to address the client's issues, you're troubleshooting problems, and you're finding solutions independently. And this is really important because there are times where you might need to step in. There are times when you might need to suggest, okay, this is a solution. Like, how do you go about this? And one to get your problem solving skills come from the fact that okay, you're already a bit knowledgeable about the administrative part, you're a bit knowledgeable about the technical skills, and so when you can now communicate this to like okay the clients that okay this is the problem you're finding and you're addressing, you're currently in this fix. I can what about this solution? Let us see how this will work for you, and then you go ahead with that. So I would like to hear before I proceed, which let's see you guys can make comments like okay, which of these skills would you say you have, and which of these skills would you say you would like to work on? In terms of your administrative skills, your communication skills, your technical skills, your organizational skills, and your problem solving skills. So, which skills would you say you have? Which skills would you say you would like to work on? Okay, while we're waiting for for you guys comments, I would start on the okay. I can see Tukwe wants to work. Tukwe has administrative skills. Okay. I think a lot of people have administrative skills and work on technical skills. That's nice. That's really important. I think one good step into becoming a very 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 good VA is the fact that once you understand the skills that you have, then you understand that the skills you have to work on. Then yeah, you can like really take a leap from there. And yeah, it's very 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 good. Very 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 good. Like that's so in terms of like the types of VA roles, these are like on the surface level. This is like five, but there are still more. I'll probably even go into them. So we have the administrative VA, which, like you mentioned, focusing on tasks like calendar management or travel arrangements or responding to emails, which is where written communication comes into play. You have the social media VA, managing social media accounts, creating content, scheduling posts, engaging with followers. And the fact that it's a social media VA doesn't necessarily mean it's a social media manager. You just have to have little experience, little familiarity with the social media tools, as I've mentioned before. Then you have your customer service VA, which would handle customers' inquiries, process orders, and also provide support by phone, chat, or email. So you get VAs that are related in this customer service industry. Then you also have your technical VA rules. This might be a bit more technical than the technical tools you mentioned earlier, but this is in terms of like IT support, website maintenance, or assistance with digital tools and platforms. And digital tools and platforms are the ones we've mentioned before in terms of the social media, the Microsoft Office tools, the Google Workspace tools, and project management tools. Yeah. Then in creative VA is assisting with graphic design, content creation, video editing, and other creative tasks. I think nowadays you see a VA coming in terms of a combination of social media and creative VA because they're not expecting the person to be like an expert in this area, just need to assist in social media and in the creative aspect. Let's just take a look at what like these roles entail in depth. We have our administrative virtual assistants, and we've talked about the roles and the skills required. Strong organization skills. You have to be very, very organized. You have to pay attention to detail. Attention to detail cannot be overemphasized enough because there are little details, key details that people miss out on, and they can affect. Like, okay, I remember I saw this I think job ad once, and someone put out the job, and the person read that if you believe you're up for the job, click no. It was just phrased in a way whereby you have to click no to say that okay, yeah, very, very good for the job. And it was just a way of testing if people were paying attention to detail. But now if you didn't read that phrase well, you probably just, yeah, I'm good for the job. Yes, think that that's the answer. That maybe they were just maybe it's a tongue twister or something. And you wouldn't know that you already failed because you did not pay attention to detail. So paying attention to detail is very, very important. Reading the fine print is very, very important, especially when applying for jobs in VA roles. A lot of times, why you might not get that job is because you probably didn't even pay attention in like the description or the requirements or what you are needed to do for the job. So make sure that you pay attention to all those things. And like I mentioned, the administrative virtual assistant, there's high demand in various industries, especially small businesses and startups. Startups especially, like a lot of founders. I think in Nigeria now we are seeing like a high influx of tech founders in the country, and a lot of them are coming up with innovative ideas that they need assistance in. Like I said, they need administrative assistance. They just want to do the work. They don't want to do the administrative part, and like they don't want to create their product. I don't know if you've seen some of these movies where people are really, really passionate about what they are doing. So yes, there's a high demand for the administrative virtual assistant, and I think that's the most common virtual assistants that we would find nowadays. Then we have the social media virtual assistant, as I spoke about before, managing social media accounts, creating and scheduling content, engaging with followers, tracking analytics. So tracking analytics in this case doesn't have to be like an in-depth analysis. It can just be like, okay, telling them that okay, this post, this reel you had so amount of views, had so amount of comments, had so amount of likes, and then like I said earlier, just have to have the basic knowledge of what the social media platform entails. I have a basic knowledge of content creation. I have a basic knowledge of like the graphic design. I think I mentioned already that most of the times nowadays, creative is sort of intertwined with social media via. Then yeah, and the opportunity, like a lot of businesses now want to move online. I think Nigeria was slow to like the global world, and now a lot of people are actually seeing the importance of moving online. So you just need someone to assist them in terms of maintaining that strong online presence. So you might not need to like be tracking key metrics, but just making sure that okay, these people are maintaining their online presence and like yeah, the social media pages are up and running. Yeah, there's a really, really high opportunity here. The customer support virtual assistant that I mentioned earlier, I think yes, first of all, you have to provide customer service through email, chat, phone, and handling inquiries and managing customer relations. So excellent communication also is also there. You have to also be able to like okay solve problems, and you just have to have experience with CRM tools. I would like to see. I don't know if we know what CRM tools are. So CRM tools are tools we use to relate to customer management. And examples of these tools, I believe HubSpot is one of them. Intercom is one of them. I really like if you have these tools, if you've had experience in these CRM tools, just like add it in the comment section. Let me hear which ones you've had. I would really like to see the ones among us that have actually seen it. So there's HubSpot, there's Intercom. I think there's Simple. I can't remember a lot of them right now, but there are a lot of CRM tools that we can work with, and a lot of people even use Google Sheets nowadays to just yeah, someone writes in the road index, and that's actually really good. Um, yeah, Zoho CRM. So I think Zoho CRM is actually gaining ground right now in these days. That's good. That's great. Um, the content creation virtual assistant role. So basically, you're writing blogs. So we mentioned about how you should be able to communicate very well and have good writing skills. You're creating marketing materials. You're probably managing website content. So you need to know how to write. SEO too is also there, but like a lot of these things, I want to note that you don't have to have in-depth knowledge in a lot of this. You just have to have surface knowledge in some of these things, just be able to go. Oftentimes, if you can prove yourself, if you can prove yourself in the main skills, in the five main skills that I talked about that are required earlier, then you are good to go. You are good to go in any role. So just make sure that you're always willing to learn. So SEO knowledge is also good, and also be familiar with content management systems like WordPress. There are a lot of other CMS out there, and just being able to familiarize with yourself with them is really good. And the demand, just like how the demand is high for social media, there's also demand for content creation. We have other assistance roles here. We have the e-commerce virtual assistants. Yeah, just basic involves managing online stores, processing orders, handling customer queries, and updating product lists. And the thing about the e-commerce virtual assistant is just being able to assist in having a little bit of experience in these e-commerce platforms. I think one of the most popular ones are Shopify or Amazon. Amazon. In Nigeria, we have our own e-commerce platforms, Jumia, Konga, Gigi, and the likes. And I think other e-commerce platforms are coming up like Shein. So yeah, just being able to like say, okay, you have this sort of experience in these e-commerce platforms would really help because I know in Nigeria now we have like sorry, please if you can hear me, can you signify? I think someone is okay. Okay, I think people are hearing me. So someone wrote child deck. So Childek is not necessarily an e-commerce platform. Childek works like a marketplace, like a tech marketplace, just connecting the already existing food vendors to the users. So yeah, but I can see some of us have. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. The opportunity. So e-commerce is booming. Like this, a lot of people are selling things. You hear things like drop shipping. Sorry, excuse. You hear things like drop shipping, you hear drop shipping, affiliate marketing. A lot of people are selling goods from one place where they are buying goods and selling these goods again. And yes, people need this assistance in these areas. Okay, just maybe to know that okay, the process their orders. They make people make an order through Shopify or through Jumia. Can you just help them make sure that they are alerted and they don't skip the order, they don't get their own customers upset that they couldn't deliver on time. Let's move on to the bookkeeping virtual assistant. So the bookkeeping virtual assistant the role involves managing financial records, invoicing, tracking expenses, and also assisting with tax preparation. And yeah, like I was mentioned before, like we don't really need to go into depth all these things, but I believe most of us probably did um, business studies in class where we are taught about like the basics in terms of like okay the accounting aspect, the managing financial records, the debit side, the credit side. So just being able to understand those things like that are really, really good. And skills required, if you have like if you are proficient in accounting softwares, you can use QuickBooks, and you can also have like I mentioned, attention to detail is key here because now you're dealing with money. You're dealing with money. So you don't just go and how will the Yoruba say it, "Má lọ jẹ gbèsè o." So yeah, so those are that is another thing, and I think when it comes to virtual assistant roles, when it comes to virtual assistant roles, in bookkeeping, you can also use Google Sheets. You can also use Microsoft um, Excel. Microsoft Excel also works very well for this for some of these financial records that you can use. Let's move on to the project management virtual assistant. So you can be the one that's in charge of project management for a team or assisting a project manager in a team. So basically, you'll be assisting to overseeing the projects. You help to coordinate some of the teams. You track progress and you ensure deadlines are met. And this is where like some of your skills will come into play, like how you can prioritize tasks and how you can like um be very very organizational in terms of this. And like remote work is like really really increasing, and now you have a lot of people working remotely. You have a lot of like people working remotely, so project management now um is a bit harder to see. Project management is a bit harder to coordinate now in the remote side, unlike when you have seen people physically and like you're telling them, okay, do this, do that didn't work. So people now tend to need a bit more assistance in getting people to get their work done. Um, so that's it for the project management virtual assistant. And I think we have the real estate virtual assistant. So like yeah, the virtual assistant is also a virtual assistant role. In as much as the real estate is a fiscal listing, property listing, there are some online works that needs to be done. And some of these people that are going up and down, the real estate professionals are up and down, are talking with clients physically. Just need someone to help them to work do the work online, the work that is needed online, the organization work that is needed online. So you need to be able to probably help with property listing, you need to help with client communications, you need to help to schedule meetings with the clients, and you need to be able to also help documentation. Need also have to do documentation. And like real estate industry is really, really like large, especially in a lot of countries. In fact, these days Nigeria, Dubai, UK, yes, there's like this really, really big real estate industry. And these people need help. And I think like we should just see a virtual assistant, just yourselves as saviors. So I'm trying to save these people from like the excess workload that they are in. So they need help. So it's fast, and the real estate is a very, very fast-paced market. So they need help in this aspect. Um, Final one would be the executive virtual assistant role. And the executive virtual assistant role is basically you're working now with probably high level companies. You're working with like top CEOs, entrepreneurs, or top executives. And your skill and executive assistant role has like I think some people call it like is a role related to a chief of staff role. So you are allowed to use your discretion in terms of things. So it's more than just an assistant, but yeah, you're still assisting whoever is your immediate boss. So you are going to be able to stand in for this person. Let's say you're assisting the CEO, you should be able to stand in for this person during the course of this. During the course of like while working for them, you need to be experienced with like executive level tasks. You need to have like very strong organization skills. You need to have excellent communication, and like I said, you need to be able to use your discretion. That should be something that you should be able to do. Um, and like I mentioned, there's high demand for it from the CEOs, entrepreneurs, C-level executives, top-level executive management executives in different organizations. So yeah, I would like to hear from the comment section. Um, which of these rules that which of these types of rules that I've mentioned do we really find interesting, that you think that would the industries that would want to go into more. Okay, I think some people are saying the administrative executive VA. Like some people real estate, so that's nice. And I think someone mentioned something about cyber security. So I think the thing about like these industries I've mentioned, the list is endless. These are just some career opportunities here. So yes, if you have little experience or surface knowledge of the things that go on in cyber security, you can also be a cyber security virtual assistant. I think they are called virtual cyber assistants, and yeah, you can also venture into that. You can venture into that also. So yes, basically think of any industry, think of anybody that needs help. Yes. I like what I'm saying. Customer care virtual assistant, real estate, administrative virtual assistant, admin and e-commerce. This is nice. All right, all right. Thank you very much. So I hope my slides are. I hope you can see my slides clearly now. Okay. Yes, so medical virtual assistance is also something that one could venture in. You could probably be helping because there are a lot of health techs coming up nowadays. Like there's like a whole health tech industry. When I say health tech industry, so a lot of startups trying to drive innovations in these industries, and it's something that they need assistance in. So you can be helping them to like monitor patients booking. Nowadays, some platforms are already out there to help patients book consultations online. So just being able to help these people virtually to just manage their innovations. There's also the records keeping. I think we have like a medical management system also that people are trying to do to just keep records. So they would also need assistance in that area. So like I said, any industry, any industry will work. Yeah, so I'm going to move into the career pathways next. So the career pathways in the VA, first of all, freelancers basically. You can work independently, you can work with multiple clients, and you can offer different services. And you can have like your own flexibility, and you can just be able to control your own schedule and your workload. So this is just you being able to like, okay, you consider like an independent contractor. You are helping people with their tax different clients. You can be working for different clients. Yeah. So then we also have the agency VA. So there are agencies now that just handle VA work for people. So they handle VA work for different clients, and you can be like, okay, having multiple VAs in these agencies, whereby you're not working independently, but you're working with a team. So you have to make sure that um, all your clients have like their needs, all your clients' needs are met. And the thing about like if you're working in a VA agency is that first of all, like it's very stable. I mean, you have a stable job, a stable income, and then you also. But the thing is, like, you don't have control over who you work with. It's people that you're working for that decide, that, okay, this is the client we have for today, for this next month, we're going to be working with this client. Sorry, thank you. Then the specialized VA, you have to develop expertise in a particular niche, and those are some of the niches I mentioned earlier, like e-commerce, real estate, digital marketing. And the thing about a specialized VA is that if this is your specialty, you focus and double down on this specialty. Like, okay, yeah, a VA in terms of marketing, a VA in terms of real estate, you can charge higher. The only downside is that there is not enough flexibility, because when you are doubling down on one thing, there might not be room for you to be able to like explore other areas in terms of like having VA rules in other aspects. Then you also have your VA team lead or manager. So if you have experience in VA, you can be managing like a VA team. So you're working in a company and you start as like a young VA to maybe a project manager and you climb up the ladder, you become the VA to an extra assistant, or you're even the team lead in your VA. Or probably as a freelance VA, if you're getting so many clients, you can decide to start your own agency and just be the manager of your own VA. So those are just some of the career pathways um, in VA. So yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I feel like there'll be so then you can get a good career pathways in VA. So we can just I like to make this class really, really engaging. So which ones do you think would work for you? I think some people are asking for the slides, and yes, we'll work on sending the slides to you. I'm sure the slides will find its way to all of you. But I'd like to hear from everyone in terms of like, okay, which one do we think were more suitable for the freelance agency or working in like a company if that's something that we want, or we want to specialize. A lot of people are saying freelance. That's okay. I think one specialize in medical V, that's nice. Or if you want to be a VA team lead and VA team lead and manager. So specialized freelance agency. That is nice. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, I think to get an agency VE, I would probably look for some, but what you can do is just search it on Google, like, okay, agency VEs, check on LinkedIn, Instagram, and you get a lot of these, you see a lot of these agency VEs, and you can apply, send them code messages, tell them that, yes, you can really do the work and you're ready. Yeah, thank you. So now we're moving to the potential clients for VEs. Potential clients for VAs. Um, we've spoken just before I even come back to this. Let's just do a recap of some of the things we've done. We've spoken about the skills required for VA. Spoken about the administrative skills. Spoken about the communication skills. Spoken about the technical skills. Spoken about the organizational skills, and also the problem solving skills. In the next, the types of VA roles, we've spoken about like administrative virtual assistant, we've spoken about the social media virtual assistant, the customer support virtual assistant, the content creation virtual assistant, the e-commerce virtual assistant, the bookkeeping virtual assistant, project management virtual assistant, real estate virtual assistant, and the executive virtual assistant. I think we had some added here like the virtual cyber assistant and the medical virtual assistant. We also spoken about the career pathways in the V in terms of like okay, freelance V, agency V, specialized V, and the VA as in middle manager. Before I proceed, do we have any other questions? Do the VAs in agencies have a flexible working time too? I would say yes and no. So first of all, it depends on the clients that you're working with. So it's not flexible again. Once you work for someone, it's hard to have a flexible working time. But you think that you can, they are the ones that decide your time, but you can have your free time, you can have your free space. But yes, they're still the ones that decide when you get to have your free time, when you want to get to have your free space. But I mean, it's not like they will touch the usual weekends and Sundays that you want to rest. So I like to hear, do we have any? Okay, what's the difference between administrative V and executive V? So it's like this. Think of the administrative V as someone that's just managing the admin admin related issues. So the administrative VA are scheduling meetings, booking calendars, sending emails. The difference between the major difference between the administrative email virtual assistant VA and executive VA is that executive VA can now act as a act as a standalone. So as an executive VA, you get to make decisions. Like I mentioned, discretion is something that is key. Discretion is something that is key for an executive VA. So you get to make decisions, you get to stand in for whoever you're assisting when the assisting is when the person is not around. So an executive VA has more, well, let's say has a slightly bit more control, has a slightly bit more say than an administrative VA. So an executive VA can be on meetings. That's why I said sometimes some people say an executive VA is related to a chief of staff, or you get things like founders associates used to describe executive VA because they now have more say in terms of things that they can do. Um, Someone said that how do I start as an organization for companies as customer support and virtual um, assistant? So can this person rephrase the question? Do you mean that you want to start a company or you want to start working as a customer support virtual assistant for a company? So if you want to start working for a customer support virtual assistant in a company, first thing is like finish this course. You can even before you finish this course, put it on your CV, have this on your portfolio. You can even take more trainings, watch more videos in terms of like being a customer support virtual assistant, and then you can apply for jobs that need customer support virtual assistants. Even if there are jobs, even if like you are finding it difficult to get those jobs, you can look for companies that interest you and just send them a message that okay, you are willing to do this for them, and then before you know it, you are climbing up the ladder. So is CRM the same as um but is CRM the same as a VA? The answer is no. So CRM is a tool. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management, and it's a system. It's more or less a tool that helps you to track help businesses track and just look at, analyze customer interactions and data. And the goal of using a CRM tool is to improve customer service and also drive sales. So a CRM is a tool, a VA is what we talk about now. So CRM, not only VAs work with CRM, customer support teams work with CRM, a lot of marketing teams work with CRM, the founders work with CRM also. And in terms of flexibility, in terms of flexibility and how flexible a VA's work is, majority of the times it depends on your understanding with the clients you are working for, or understanding to your clients, understanding with the company you are working for. So those are just some of the things that you have to. That's the way. Those are some of the ways you will get to. All right, then no problem. So I think I'll start. I'll move on to the potential clients for VAs. If we have more questions, we can drop just more questions, and I'll get right to them on them. So potential clients for VAs. First of all, the small businesses. A lot of small businesses nowadays, small businesses, including startups, they require administrative support, and they cannot afford full-time employees. And the entrepreneurs also need assistance with various tasks to focus on growing their business. Corporate executive Corporate executives require help with personal and professional tasks to streamline their schedules. And then online businesses also, like we spoke about the e-commerce, spoke about the bloggers, spoke about digital marketers. And yeah, I think for those of you asking about attendance, that will probably be done in like 15 minutes or so. So please be calm. So basically, different clients. You have small businesses, you have entrepreneurs, you have corporates, you have corporate executives, you have online businesses, and these are just the sector of people that you can work with as VAs. Yeah, you can work with startups. I've talked spoken about startups, a lot of startups founders. You can work with the people that need help, like some of them that need help with like administrative support or maybe bookkeeping support. Key entrepreneurs. The corporate executives include people in C level, the C levels with CEOs, COOs, top managers, key managers, and then yeah, and we also have the online businesses, like I mentioned. So opportunities for growth. So in terms of like, okay, I've spoken in depth about the different skills, the different clients, the different industries you can work with. And one thing that is very, very interesting about being a V is that there are really opportunities for growth. And I think someone was asking now about how they can actually start out, and this is a way that they can actually start out. So first of all, your skill development. Like I said, you just need to have surface level of a lot of these skills. So you can start doubling down on some of the tools you're familiar with, or you can start learning new tools and working with new softwares. You can be looking at the industry trends like, okay, before people were using this tool, now people are not using this tool. People liked pictures before, but now they like videos now. So just making sure that, okay, you're up to date on those things and the tools, like you have like here a wide array of tools. I think if I should send my I have a portfolio where and the section where I listed all the tools that I've worked with over the years, and trust me, it's really a lot. It's really a lot. So if you too can also make sure that you find experience, little experience in some of these tools, it would it will really help you come a long way. The networking is also one very, very important. I think I mentioned earlier that if you're not on LinkedIn, you should go and get on LinkedIn now. So you have to be able to build a strong network through online communities, and there are a lot of online communities out there. If you know where to look for, you can see communities on Slack, Twitter, LinkedIn, and and even industry events. You can attend events, a lot of events, and you meet people, and you just open up a whole world out there, like new opportunities, collaborations. You'll be surprised where networking can take you. Then obtaining certifications also. So first of all, obtaining a certification like this is also very, very vital. That we have obtaining certificates in VS. Then you can decide to like expand your horizon and decide to like obtain surface level certifications in all those other courses. So you don't have to like go in depth. You can just look for certificates in fundamentals of project management, fundamentals of digital marketing, or just fundamentals on different other tools or areas you would like to specialize in. Then some of the challenges that might occur in your VA career is first of all, finding and retaining clients can be challenging if you're a freelancer. So today there are clients, tomorrow there are no clients, but still there's still a lot of market for it. And if you're working for a company, you're working for a VA agency, that's no problem for you because like yes, this is who you're working with. Um there's no flex, there's no rigmarole in that case. Then your work life balance, if you're working with multiple clients trying to meet up demands, you can have like your work life balance can be poorly can lead to burnout if you're working with so many clients and you're not properly managing your time, you're not properly and this is where additional skills come because sorry your organization skills here are not only for your clients, they are also for you to be able to manage yourself. So you need to prioritize your own tasks very well. You need to be able to manage your time very well. You need to be able to like know what you want to do and know how to do it. Then the market saturation also the growing that's why I feel like this market saturation is a challenge in every aspect and every career aspect. So everybody is trying to get into tech, everybody's trying to get into this role. One thing that would make you stand out first of all is certifications, getting certificates, and just making sure that okay you are improving yourself. You have to keep improving yourself. So I would like to look at, let me go back and answer some of the questions that we have again. So someone asked if CRM tools are specific to just customer service VA or pathways have to use the tools. So I think I mentioned this already. So the CRM tools are not specific to just customer service VA. So okay, first of all, not all VA pathways have to use the CRM tools. depending on the industry of VA you have, you may not have to use a CRM tool. It's just so CRM tools are just different kinds of like social media tools. So your VA, you might be a customer service VA and you don't need to use social media tools. If you're a social media VA, you probably need to use social media tools. So yes, there are only specific CRM tools that can be used across or can be used by marketing teams, can be used by different teams, but just depends on the nature and scope of your work or what you are doing for either the clients or for the company you are working with. And someone said the work of a VA the same as work of a physical personal assistant. Yes, you could say that. And the only difference is that now you are working remotely as a VA. And because you are working remotely, there are now a lot of different things that have come into play that now makes it different from like a physical personal assistant. So as a physical personal assistant, some of these tools I mentioned, you might not need to work with them because you can actually go and meet the person and see the person physically. But now as a virtual V, you have to now learn a lot of all other tools and a lot of different things that now come into play in this aspect. And someone said, is there any relationship connecting VE and data analyst? Does the data analyst need a VE? So yes, actually, data analyst can work with the VAs. You could work with an organization where probably you are reporting to like the senior data lead, or someone is a data analyst that helps different clients clean their data. To probably need a VA in terms of like okay, managing their clients. So the thing about it is that being a VA to a data analyst does not mean that you have to even be a data analyst skill. They might need help in terms of administration or in terms of organization skills. And they might just need surface level help in terms of like you helping them to just tell them, okay, what this data is about. You might not do you're not going to do the nitty gritty work. But yes, I'm going to do that. And someone said, can we have a list of some of the tools you have used? Okay, you want to have a list of some of the tools I've used. Okay, that might be but let me mention the ones that I can mention. Um, for in terms of emails, sending newsletters, I've worked with MailChimp, Flowdesk, Brevo. I've worked with SendGrid, SendPulse, Mailgun, send okay, I think those are some of them. In terms of CRM tools, I've worked with Intercom, I've worked with HubSpot. In terms of project management tools, basically all of them, Trello, Asana, ClickUp, I've worked with those tools, even Jira. Yeah, and but the Google Workspace tools, I've also worked with them. All the social media tools, I've worked with them. All the social media analytic tools, I've also worked with them in terms of like tools like Google Analytics. Also, is something I worked with. Let me move away from that. I hope the ones I've mentioned satisfied you. And someone said among all the career pathways listed, which is advisable to people just starting out in the VA industry. So I think this is more of a personal question that there are two ways to go about it. You can first think about like, okay, what do you like first? What is really appealing to you? What do you think would interest you? Then you can move into that, and then you can also just do you can just try your hand in one or two of them first. Try your hand in these aspects and see if you like it. Try your hand in this other aspect, see if you like it. And before you know it, you just land on the perfect one. So that's more of a personal question to you. There's no one that is advisable because everyone comes with its own unique set of challenges and unique set of advantages. So it's just about you choosing which one is more favorable for you. Um, Someone said, is Zendesk the same as HotTub? And no, HotTub is no, not Hot. So first of all, it is not HotTub. It is if I'm right, I'm talking about HubSpot. So no, HubSpot is it's his own CRM tool on its own. Zendesk is his own CRM tool on its own. So they are not the same. They are used for CRM, but they are not the same tools. Then, how do we make past the stage of finding and retaining clients in the early stage? So I think in the early stage, the first focus should be on developing and improving yourself. That should be your priority. Making sure that okay, when clients start coming, you will be able to retain them. So first of all, developing yourself. Then also make sure that okay, like all the things I mentioned, networking, certifications also play a role, and then just looking for jobs that you can do. Which do cold emailing, applying for jobs through LinkedIn or Indeed or different job sites will also work. And another one is, does VA include transcription? Yes. So I think it's not really been popular again among the VA role because there are a lot of AI tools that now do it. But as a VA, you will be in a meeting to take notes now for whoever you're reporting to. So you attend meetings, you might not say anything at all, but you're just taking notes and making sure that okay, your own client who was like the main person in the meeting knows what he or she needs to get done to satisfy their own customers. Then how can you succeed? How can you succeed via as a student? So yeah, I think as a being a student, the VA first of all is remote, is virtually. So you have to, like I mentioned, like being a VA, you have to be organizational for yourself. So you have to be able to manage your own skills. You have to be able to manage your own time, and you have to be able to prioritize tasks. So first of all, making sure that you are very very organizational, you will be able to succeed as a VA as a student, because I mean being a VA is virtual, so you can arrange it and schedule your tasks in a way that it doesn't really interfere with your academics. Um, Someone said, is there a particular professional certificate to attain as a VA? No, not to my knowledge. There are different certificates out there, and whichever one you go for, the most important thing is that okay, you can you can demonstrate your skills. Um, How do I source for companies in Nigeria that is in need of virtual assistant in terms of customer support and in terms of customer service and virtual assistant and administrative aspects? I think first of all, the usual job sites would be able to help a bit in this. And in terms of just sourcing for these companies to coordinate them, you can just look for companies online, companies that you're familiar with, see what they are doing, see if it's things that they like, and just reach out to them, coordinate them. Look at like okay, their customer service. Like maybe you message the company and the customer support wasn't really good. Reach out to them that you can help them improve their customer support as their VA. Someone asked if they can secure jobs as a freelance VA. So securing jobs as a freelance VA, I'll mention it again. LinkedIn is one very good example to go. Then there are also freelance job boards that you work with, like Upwork and then Fiverr. Um, yeah, so I think down the line, you're going to be taught about how to use some of these skills that are really needed. And some of these tools, you might just go through it in terms of like a surface level, um, in terms of a surface level earlier. So some of these tools, yeah, you're going to look through them, then you're going to be taught on some of these skills that we are going to need. So the thing about the tools is that you can't be taught all the tools. You can't be explained to all the tools because there are a lot, there are over probably 1,000 tools and it's unique to each industry. And how do I prove myself beyond selling my words that I'm capable of doing my job and doing it well? Because since AV isn't like being a software that can be shown as a measure of performance of measure. Okay. So just to answer this question now. So the thing is, even if it isn't like building a software, there are other ways you can prove yourself. There are other ways you can prove your organization skills. There are other ways you can prove your problem solving skills. You can think of scenarios when you've come across things like this, and you have to probably prioritize tasks. You can also take internships. You can also take internships and just probably do a 3 month internship stint as a VA, and then you just use that for probably volunteer. So you can do a lot of volunteer work. I think a lot of times when it comes to soft skills that we're trying to show, volunteering is the best way to actually achieve that. So if you can volunteer for some of these skills, yes, we'll be able to show that okay, we're able to do this, we're able to do this to get the job done, we're able to like track progress, we're able to prioritize tasks effectively. So I hope that answers your question. And then your question. Okay, so I think the person asking about hotspot and segments and sorry and Zendesk, it's not really anything than an integration and technical issue. So most times, if you're a VA, whichever whichever the company has chosen, whichever tool the company has chosen, they would get that work done. They will get that work done. they will get that work done, to whichever to the so if they're using Zendex, if they're using HubSpot, they will integrate it themselves. So your own job is just to use those tools. So you don't need to bother about the integration. Um, so the attendance is up already. So we can try. You can try and just fill in the attendance. Okay.
The world of technology is constantly evolving, which means there's always an opportunity to learn and grow.
My name is Oyebode Esther. I studied religious studies at the University of Ibadan.
My name is Ifeoluwa. I studied cell biology and genetics in the University of Lagos, after which I got a job working in the bank.
My name is Regina Taiwo. You wouldn't believe I studied architecture in school.
I knew there was more, so I decided to take a leap. Currently, I am a product designer and a product manager.
I'm currently a motion graphics designer.
Presently, I am a data scientist and an AWS cloud engineer.
I understand that being a lady is not a disadvantage, so I embrace tech.
And I am thriving as a Texas.
And I am thriving as a Texas.
Now I can say I'm a thriving Texas.
Are you ready to break new ground and join the world of tech? The Ladies in Tech Africa initiative is a commemorative bootcamp in honor of our visionary, Pastor Mrs. Folu Adeboye, as we join her in thanking God for her 76th birthday celebration. This program is designed to help you make your career shift a reality. Registration is open and you can register via the link on your screen right now.
Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, event management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel. Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what you need to know to become a virtual assistant and the skills that you need to learn. A virtual assistant is a professional who provides administrative, technical, and creative support to C-suite managers, entrepreneurs, career professionals, managers, NGOs, businesses, and a lot more. Virtual assistants work remotely. That means that they can work from anywhere in the world. To succeed as a VA, you will need solid grasp on the following: calendar management, time management, people management, corporate communications, email marketing, flight booking, project management, events management, and customer service. To learn more about becoming a virtual assistant, subscribe to this channel.
The world of technology is constantly evolving, which means there's always an opportunity to learn and grow.
My name is Oyebode Esther. I studied religious studies at the University of Ibadan.
My name is Ifeoluwa. I studied cell biology and genetics in the University of Lagos, after which I got a job working in the bank.
My name is Regina Taiwo. You wouldn't believe I studied architecture in school.
I knew there was more, so I decided to take a leap. Currently, I am a product designer and a product manager.
I'm currently a motion graphics designer.
Presently, I am a data scientist and an AWS cloud engineer.
I understand that being a lady is not a disadvantage, so I embrace tech.
And I am thriving as a Texas.
And I am thriving as a Texas.
Now I can say I'm a thriving Texas.
Are you ready to break new ground and join the world of tech? The Ladies in Tech Africa initiative is a commemorative bootcamp in honor of our visionary, Pastor Mrs. Folu Adeboye, as we join her in thanking God for her 76th birthday celebration. This program is designed to help you make your career shift a reality. Registration is open and you can register via the link on your screen right now.
The world of technology is
Who is a virtual assistant and what do they really do? Hi, my name is Chiamaka, and in this video,
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. That was our break. Welcome back from the break. I hope we were able to take our break well and use wisely. Um, so before we continue and dive into what we have next, I'd like to hear. If there are any questions related to what we've done so far, I'd like to just hear from you. Okay. I'm going to move on to what we have next. And basically, we've talked about some of these things already. We'll just probably just go a bit in depth into them. So, essential skills and tools for virtual assistants. And we've talked about like the five major skills that cut across everything, which were, if you can remember, please, I'd like to hear you guys list them hear you all list them in the comment section. Um, the administrative skills, the communicative skills, organizational skills, technical skills, and problem solving skills. So for now, we want to move into like the skills proper, and then we'll also explore some of the tools that we we talked about already. Okay, I think some people are okay. I like that. I like the fact that you are following. Okay. Um. The communication skills now. The communication skills we've spoken about this extensively. Clear and effective communication is very critical in remote work environments. And let me just explain this a bit further. Is that so in the physical work environment, sometimes and we say some things and we are using our body language to also pass that information along. So the way we say it, probably the tone we say it is also part of the information that we're trying to pass. So the person can probably read that. But when it comes to communicating remotely, probably talking, sending emails, and speaking like I'm speaking to you, it is very, 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 very important that you are very, very, very clear. It is very, very, very important that what you are saying is exactly what you mean. And you also have to make sure that the person you are talking with understood what you were trying to say. So you must convey that information accurately and you must convey it professionally. So apart from the fact that you're trying to communicate it very well and pass the information very well, you have to also do it in a professional manner. You have to also use a professional tone. And I think a few people mentioned that they wanted to improve in communication skills. And how you would improve is in terms of like, first of all, you keep writing, practice concise writing, and you listen actively. So you don't just listen to respond, listen to understand what this person is saying, listen to understand what your clients are saying very well to the tone, like paying attention to every detail of everything that they are saying, or every information they are passing. And like I said, making sure that they understand what you have communicated and also understanding what they have said. So when you regularly exchange feedback in terms of like, okay, you say something, my name is this, and I have to do these things. Am I clear? And you respond, like, okay, yes, they understand you. And they say something, you can repeat what you can repeat your own understanding of what they have said, just to make sure that okay, you are on the same page. So always ensure that you're on the same page. Always ensure that communication and information has been passed. Then the next one is the time management. And yeah, like we mentioned about a VA already, the VA often juggles a lot of multiple tasks for different clients, and effective time management just ensures that the deadlines are met without compromising quality. So, like, in as much as the tasks are very, very, very different and they are a lot, you're working with different clients, you have to also be able to manage your time effectively. You have to ensure that deadlines are met without compromising quality. And the ways you can improve time management is use time tracking tools. And I think later in this particular module, we are going to talk some more about some of these tools. You have to be able to prioritize tasks, and you have to also create a daily schedule to manage your workload efficiency. Creating a daily schedule is very, very important. I don't know how many of us plan our week or our day. Yeah, I would like to. I would like to see. I would like to know if some of us are already used to planning our week or planning our day, because it's a very, very, very important skill that you need as a VE. You need to be able to like plan like everything you're going to do daily when the workload gets to that point. Then you also have the organization skills. We've spoken about the organization skills extensively. You need to keep track of various tasks, documents, tasks, documents, and communications. And you have to help in maintaining order and ensuring that nothing slips through the crack. And if you want to improve, if you want to improve on your organizational skills, you have to develop a system for managing files and tasks, such as folders for emails and documents and consistent naming convention. Okay, I'm seeing some people saying they plan their day, they plan their week. Yeah, that's good. Some people say they do it sometimes. Please try and do it more than sometimes. But yeah, that's really impressive. Just planning your day. So back to the organizational skills. So you have to at least consistent naming convention is very important, because when a client asks for a particular document or a particular information, you need to be able to find it as fast as you can. So if you're just naming things like eagle, phoenix, and then when they need a particular document, you can't remember what you used to name this document or what you used to name these tags, then there's going to be a problem. And what naming also helps is that to make sure that everybody already knows what they are looking for. So you tell the person that they should go here, this is the document I want to use, this is where they can find this file. So being able to organize things very well, you should be able to organize things very well for yourself, you should be able to organize things very well for others. You need to be able to make sure that your organizational skills is, because it's very, very, very important. It's very, very, very important. And it's very important for yourself, it's very important for your clients, very important for your clients you are working with. If you are the VA to the CEO, and everything is not organized, there's probably going to be cracks. Information might not get passed effectively to the other members of the team. Information might not get passed effectively from other members of the team to the CEO. So you have to make sure that organization is very, 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 very important. Um, can we still see my screen? Okay. All right. So tech your tech savviness, as we mentioned, so you have to be comfortable with technology. Like you have to be comfortable with your phone, you have to be comfortable with your laptops. And this thing might sound like, why am I saying this that I shouldn't, but I've met a lot of people, and oftentimes it seems like they are scared of their system. They are scared of they are scared of your system, or they are scared of maybe opening a tool or the other. But you have to be comfortable with it, regardless of the outcome. So even if you've not used the tool before, even if you are opening maybe MailChimp or Google Docs or Microsoft Office for the first time, you have to just open it with an open mind and making sure that okay, you can just try and understand it. So you can just practice using it. Just you can just try um practicing some of these tools, just like using any of these tools and being able. So whenever you encounter issues with some of these tools, you can just try troubleshooting them yourselves, because this will help you understand them better. Some of these issues, they are common. You don't need to. You can just search on Google and ask like, okay, how can you fix, and try and fix yourself without going and meeting other people. And yeah, that's basically the way it works. So your tech savviness is very, 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 very important. So your tech savviness just has to do with you keeping an open mind. Um, then your problem solving. That's the next thing that we have here. And that's also something that's very important. You have to be able to solve problems. So there are times when, let me just use the tools to relate with itself, because so when working with tools, a lot of issues can come unexpectedly. So you have to be able to like okay, be able to find ways to keep things running smoothly. So you can practice critical thinking and just anticipate potential challenges. And but the more very very important thing is that you have to be proactive. So when this problem arises, you shouldn't just sit back and be like, "Wow, problems has arrived. Though. There's no way you can move forward." You have to always find ways to you have to always find ways to solve this problem proactively. You have to always find like, okay, what can we do? What can be the alternative? Is there a way to fix this? Is there a way to fix this? Then attention to detail. So very, very important. Accuracy is vital in tasks such as data entry, scheduling, and communication. And you have to be very attentive to detail, because, first of all, like it's helping to prevent errors. Like preventing errors is very, very, very critical for a VA's work. Yeah, I think it is one of the important reasons why people seek VAs out, so that to make sure that okay, things are moving smoothly and there are no errors. So you have to be double checking works, you have to develop checklists, you have to create a review process for tasks before submission. So making sure that everything you are doing is on point. I think that's the best way to describe it. Make sure that everything you are doing is on point. Then adaptability. So the VA role often involves working with different student clients across various industries. So for you that might be working for a VA agency, for example, the VA agency you're working for might not be specialized. So they can be working on different clients, different kind of clients, different industries. So you have to be adaptable to help in adjusting to those different work styles and expectations. So for instance, you can, even if you're a freelancer too, you can be working for a VA, even if you're a freelancer, like I'm working for a VA in medical industry, a VA in social media, you can be a social media VA, you can be a customer support VA for another client. So you have to be able to adapt and know that okay, yes, I'm switching to this one now, this is social media, I'm switching back, this is customer support. So you have to just be able to like okay, have a clear distinction between them and adapt. So to improve, you have to embrace flexibility, it's very, very important. You seek out diverse projects, and you have to be open to learning new skills or tools as needed. Um, Self-discipline is also something that's very, very important. You have because I mean you're working remotely, so and the thing about being a VA is that the person that is bringing you on board probably doesn't have the time to be able to monitor things, and which is why they are bringing you. So they might, in as much as yes, this is your supervisor, this is the person you report to, they might not be able to have the time to directly supervise you. So you have to be a self-starter in a sense. So you have to be able to set clear goals. When you are told like you're working from home or you're working in a workspace, have a dedicated workspace, or you can just find it and also find it to minimize distractions during work hours. So when you are working, like now I'm teaching, I'm minimizing distractions as extensively as possible. Make sure that nothing is distracting from what I'm doing right now. So you being a VA to also have to make sure that okay, there are less distractions during your work hours. Um, Let me see. Are there any questions so far on what we've done before I move on? Okay, perfect. So, essential tools for virtual assistants. Um, the communication tools, like I mentioned earlier, Slack is one communication tool, Microsoft Teams. I would like to hear in the comment section if you've worked with any of these communication tools before. Let me hear the ones you've worked with before. So the communication tools, Slack, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Skype, Google Meet is also a communication tool. Um, we also have other, even your Gmail is also a communication tool. So let me hear which ones we've worked with. There's also Discord. Some startups use Discord for communications also. So work with I'm hearing Zoom and Skype. That's very, very interesting. I like the Slack. So you use Slack, Google Meet, Zoom, Discord. I think we should be calling you Abba. Uh, that's good. Microsoft Team and Zoom. Yeah. I think these are really interesting. Google Meet. I think Zoho also have their own communication tool if you've used their communication tool before. Yes. A lot of Zoom, a lot of Microsoft. Okay. Google Meet. Someone said WhatsApp voice call. That's really, really interesting. The WhatsApp voice call is actually a communication tool, but it's not a tool that people really use for in a corporate setting for work setting. I know people still use it. We use it to in work communications, but it's not always the ideal tool to be used in a work setting. So I think I like some of these responses that I've been saying. So the purpose of a communication tool is to facilitate real-time communication and collaboration with clients and teams, keeps communication organized, and allows for quick information exchange and supports remote team meetings. So first of all, like real-time communication is very important. You should be checking your mails. So whenever you receive mail, you should be able to get back in due time. Not that somebody has to text you again. I think in this country we practice that because sometimes you send email, then you have to go to probably text the person. I guess that's where WhatsApp comes in sometimes. And text the person on WhatsApp that I've sent you email. But that shouldn't be if you're working and you're using your mail officially, you should be able to communicate in real time. So that's where Slack is a very, 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 very good communication tool for real-time communication. Zoom, Teams, Skype, these are used for video conferences. Um, these are used for video conferences. Um, so like I said, so collaboration with clients and teams and communications are very keeps it very, very organized, and we have to make sure communication are organized. Task and project management tools. Now we have Trello, we have Asana, we have ClickUp. Let me get the ones that we've used. I think those are the popular ones. Um, Project management tools. Which project management tools have we used in our or come across? You worked with Trello. You worked with Slack. That's interesting. Trello briefly. Anyone work with Asana or ClickUp here? So those are put. That's yeah. Okay, none yet. So I don't worry. I hope we'll get to probably try one of them. I think Trello has a freemium model. So I would advise you download Trello or visit Trello on the site and just explore it. Try to do some things on it. I'm sure when we get to probably practical aspect of it, we'll probably explore it more. So as soon as I use Trello and ClickUp, that's really interesting. I think ClickUp is more complex. So just try Trello if some said none because they appear hard. And yeah, so I think this is one of the things I mentioned earlier in terms of not being scared of these tools. So even if they appear hard, just dive head first into it. Dive head first into it. So someone said Azure DevOps. That's interesting. Do you work in the IT industry in operations and or a DevOps engineer? So, in terms of so the purpose of these tasks and project management tools is that they help in tracking tasks, deadlines, and project progress. The benefit is that it ensures that all tasks are complete on time and allow for easy collaboration and provide a clear overview of work. And providing a clear overview for work is very, very important. Yes, as an administrative VA, you need all these tools. You do need all these tools. I think one thing I wanted to have was that using a project management tool can be as easy as using a Google Sheet or an Excel to just manage your tasks. But you have to have a way, you have to have a place where all your tasks are being managed, or and everybody's tasks also being managed. And I think one thing that's important is like is stated a clear overview of work. So first of all, it provides a clear overview of work for you because then you can see everything you're doing at a glance. So you know everything you need to do for that day or for that week, and you can work on it without like forgetting some things. And another thing is that it makes sure that okay, your clients that you're working with also sees what you are working at an overview at a glance, so that there's no back and forth or there's no argument in terms of like she said, he said, I was supposed to work on this, I was supposed to work on this. Everybody just goes to whichever project management tool you are using. Everybody just goes to whichever project management tool that we are using and gets working on it. Someone asked if they can work as a freelancer and also work with an agency. Yes, you can do that, but it's I wouldn't recommend it because yeah because working as an agency, working as a freelancer more or less means like you're working as your own personal agency. So it might be very, very difficult for you to manage. But if you are very sure that you are good with your organizational skills and your time management skills, why not go ahead and make sure that you don't burn out? So time tracking tools. The time tracking tools, some this I don't think we use these tools as much as we want, but Clogify, Rescue Time Harvest are some of the tools we use. And basically, we're just trying to track the time spent on various times, tasks, and projects, and it helps in managing workload, first of all, and billing clients accurately and improving time management. So I think we understand what like the improving time management is. And in terms of and in terms of managing workload is that okay, how many you think about like the tool you want to work with or you want to work with. How long do you want to the task you want to work on? How long do you want to work on this task? Do you want to use 1 hour to work on this task. So if you're using 1 hour, you just set okay 1 hour. By the time 1 hour, if whether you are done or not with this task, you are taking a pause on it. You can also use the tools to estimate the amount of time it takes to work on a task. So if you are tracking like okay how long it took for you to work on the task, you can just tell people that okay this is how long it will take because it took you 1 hour to do this the first time. So subsequently it should take you 1 hour. So it helps knowing how long it takes for you to work on these different tasks. And it also helps you in billing clients accurately. So for people that will be working with clients that will probably be charging per hour, especially a lot of foreign clients that bill or charging per hour or per second, so they need to know how long. So these tools will help them keep track of the amount of time you are working for, and then they can pay you accurately per time that you have worked on. And that's where these time tracking tools come into play. It's not always being used, it's not something that we tend to use a lot, but yeah, it's something that can also be vital depending on your scope of work. So let's move to file management tools. And I think Google Drive is like one of the most popular file management tools that we have today. So we still have Dropbox, we have OneDrive. I don't know if we've used if we've worked with Dropbox before, we can signify. I'm very certain that almost everyone here has worked with Google Drive one way or the other. So basically, make sure that you are storing and sharing and managing documents like securely. So basically, you work on the file, you make it easy for your clients to access it immediately. You make it easy for everyone to access it from anywhere, and it makes it easy for you to share with clients. And you can also back them up. So using all these file management tools are very, 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 very important. Let's move to email management tools. And email management tools for you to just, depending on the email provider we're using, I think Gmail is the most popular one now. A number of people still use Outlook, especially if you're using a Microsoft. workspace or a Microsoft suite, so you can be using Outlook. So basically, for you to send emails from one party to another, communication, schedule emails, set reminders for follow-ups. Those are really important. For an example, it could be working for a partnerships. It could be a VA for a partnerships lead, and probably they are trying to or a sales lead, and they are trying to establish partnership or a sales or a form of sales partnership with other prospects or businesses. So you could help in scheduling. So the way it works most times is that okay, you send the first mail, you probably don't get a response. So you have to schedule follow-up mails. Maybe 1 week from today, there should be another mail that goes up and follows up with this prospect that okay, we should do so. That will be something that you could be working on. Calendar management tools. Calendar management tools, some examples are the Google Calendar, Microsoft Outlook Calendar, Calendly. If you are familiar with Calendly, it can signify you have worked with Calendly before. But and the other tools like Calendly that you can actually schedule and book appointments, manage appointments, meetings, and deadlines. So one of the things that helps is that you can prevent double booking. So basically, it means that like your client is not double booked for a meeting. So you make sure that your client is not double booked for a meeting. Um, Someone said, as an administrative VA, do we need all these tools? No, you do not need all these tools. It just depends on the scope of your work. So the VA scope is very, 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 very wide. So first of all, once you just have the skills that I've mentioned, the courses that I've mentioned, you are good to go. Different tools, you can learn some of them on the job, but you can learn some of them and just practice them at the surface level, just have an understanding when applying for the jobs. But the tools you need are specific to the industry you are working in. Um, the calendar management tools so also allows for easy coordination with clients, and also it will send you reminders for important events. When you have a meeting, you get reminded. Collaboration tools also. These are like the Google Workspace. I think we spoke about Google Workspace and Microsoft Office 365. I think Zoho has a Zoho Workspace too. There's also Notion too. I don't know if you've worked with Notion, Google Workspace, feel free to signify. Yeah, that's good. I like the fact that we already have some experience or some idea of some of these tools. So, collaboration tools. So, if you've worked with Notion, I'd like to hear you work with Notion, Google Workspace, or Zoho Workspace. So, the next one is bookkeeping and invoicing tools. So, this is rare, but it's also something that you might happen to use if you're working for a tech in the accounting system or the financial system. They might need assistance in terms of managing finances or tracking expenses or generating invoices. And yes, some of these tools might sound like they are really complex, but trust me, they are really easy to use and like very, very, very user friendly. Media management tools. So these ones are like I don't know if you have experience with Hootsuite, Buffer, or Data. Let me know. So basically, this one which Hootsuite or Buffer or Data, you can just connect all your social media accounts to any of these tools, and then just be posting from one particular app and or site, one platform, and it goes out on all other social media platforms. It goes out on all social media platforms. Um, you can schedule and manage the social media post, and it helps you save time basically. So you're just automating posts, and you can also use it to track all your social media platforms across the major and the different across all your social media platforms across one platform. Someone said they haven't worked with any of the project management tools I mentioned. And then, like I said, feel free to download Trello if you have not worked any of it. So just download Trello and explore it, or check Trello on the website and just explore it and see how it is. I think you would really, really like it. So you really just have a brief understanding of it. Then we have graphic design tools also. So examples are Canva, Adobe, PicMonkey. I don't even know if knows PicMonkey, but Canva is widely used, like really widely used, and it's very easy to use. So as a V, it's a tool that would really be essential because a lot of people looking for Vs are even looking for like can use fan, must be able to use Canva. So I think learning a tool like Canva would be really, really good. Um, so all these tools I've mentioned, the tools are endless. These are just on surface level some of the basic tools that we need. So I'd like to know if there are um, any questions that we have. Yeah, that's good. Been learning on Canva is very cool. That's good. If we have been using Canva, we'd like to hear um, our comments. So, and if you have any questions, let me know. Let me know questions that we may have. Okay, none for now. Can you please help research when one can apply as a freelancer? So I think the first thing is that the major tools would help you with that. That's Upwork and Fiverr. Upwork and Fiverr. There's a tool called Freelancer. You can check it. There's a tool called People Per Hour. You can check that tool. There's Guru. There's TopTal also as a freelancer. Simply Hired also is also another tool that one can use. I think there's also remote.co. Yeah, and even we work remotely. So we work remotely. So yeah, just check out some of those tools and yeah, check some of them are free. Most of them are free. Most of them are free. Just check them out. Check them. Just check them out. So at the beginning of the video, what model of laptop would you recommend? Uh, I would say I would recommend just a simple system, honestly. So just make sure that your system would not lag and can perform basic functions in terms of browsing. So you need to make sure that you can stay connected to the internet. Make sure, so that's the basic thing that you need to make sure your system can stay connected to the internet without it lagging. Then as time goes, depending on the specialization you venture in, depending on the specialization you venture in, then yeah, some of these tools you would be able to like know when to upgrade your system, what to add to your system. So yeah, some of these tools can be found on Play Store. Some of them are web browsers. I think Fiverr and Upwork they have their app. There's TopTal. I don't think TopTal has an app. But basically, just check them. Even if you can't, even if there are no apps of these tools, then you can use them on your mobile sites. Someone asked practical example of using the tools. I think we'll probably get to that during another class as we proceed. So um one what you think about like now let's use Upwork for example. The way Upwork works is that you create a profile, you search for jobs, and you submit proposals. That's how it works. So you can even get invited to apply for your jobs like based on your profile. Why Fiverr, you're creating gigs. So you create gigs for services that you offer, and then clients will start looking for you through those gigs this thing. So those are just some examples how you can use Fiverr and Upwork. Um, so that if I'm to help someone manage their business page, how do I go about it as a VA? So when you say business page, assuming you mean social media pages. So one thing that will be helpful is if the client has a very good budget or the client pay well, try to use one of these social media management tools. That will first of all help you to understand. Then understanding the tools they want to, the social media platforms they want to focus on would also really be vital. Then just like okay, they are focused on Instagram and TikTok. Try to look at Instagram, TikTok. What do they need? What else do they need? Do they need a designer or do you want to design yourself? Do they need a content creator? Do you want to do that yourself? So things like that. So no, all these freelancers websites do not require certificates. They do not require certificates. it's like you can upload your certificate, you can upload your details that you have this, but necessarily you don't require certificate. You just need to just go on it. Yes, the tools can be used on phone. So, as a secretary in a school, the best tool for your nature of job, first of all, is working with either Microsoft Suite or Google Workspace. Those are the basic essential tools that you need, either a Google Sheet or Microsoft Workspace. And then you can now upgrade in terms of like what are the other tasks that you need. You can just make a list of the tasks that you are doing and think of the tools that you can use, or you can send them to probably in the next class. You can make a list of tasks and bring them in the next class. These are the tasks you are doing. What tools would one recommend? Then we can just go through that. So I think in the next class we would work. There will probably be a walkthrough for Upwork and setting up Upwork and Fiverr. So I think in the so when you say content, should you create as a VA? So if you mean content to boost your personal profile, so just content about organizational, all the skills you mentioned, basically content on everything we've talked about today. Create content on how you would help people if you were their VAs, how would you make their work very, 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 very easy and things like that. You want me to scroll to number 8. Okay, scroll to number 8. So in the sense of any other questions, I believe that there are no other questions. We'll be ending this session now. Yes, you can apply for a virtual assistant job abroad while on fiscal employment. Like even if the time difference isn't the same, yes, you can. I actually have some virtual remote jobs with people that. So that's why I said you have to be able to effectively manage your time, because managing your time is very, very, very important. There are times that I have meeting 11 p.m. just because so I can have meetings with people in Canada. So yes, you can do that, and I'm sure it will work out well if you can manage your time very well and deliver. So the notes will be delivered to you. How can a VA secure a job remotely? I think I've spoken about that already extensively. So LinkedIn, all the job boards that I've spoken about, all the freelance sites I've spoken about will really help you in doing that. I think the notes will be shared in due time. And I've made the list. I've mentioned the number of virtual remote job sites already. So I'm sure a list will probably compile the list and also share that with you. So thank you very much for coming on board. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We've come to the end of the class. To have a great day. Yeah, thank you very much. I'll be sharing opportunities. And I'm sure that will be shared with you. All right, thank you very much. Have a great night, everyone.
The world of technology is constantly evolving, which means there's always an opportunity to learn and grow.
My name is Oyebode Esther. I studied religious studies at the University of Ibadan.
My name is Ifeoluwa. I studied cell biology and genetics in the University of Lagos, after which I got a job working in the bank.
My name is Regina Taiwo. You wouldn't believe I studied architecture in school.
I knew there was more, so I decided to take a leap. Currently, I am a product designer and a product manager.
I'm currently a motion graphics designer.
Presently, I am a data scientist and an AWS cloud engineer.
I understand that being a lady is not a disadvantage, so I embrace tech.
And I am thriving as a Texas.
And I am thriving as a Texas.
Now I can say I'm a thriving Texas.
Are you ready to break new ground and join the world of tech? The Ladies in Tech Africa initiative is a commemorative bootcamp in honor of our visionary, Pastor Mrs. Folio Adeboye as we join her in thanking God for her 76th birthday celebration. This program is designed to help you make your career shift a reality. Registration is open and you can register via the link on your screen right now.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining tonight's class. Hope you had a wonderful time. Please do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and like and share this video. You can always come back to watch the video if you are not clear about a certain part. Also, remember that all communications will be sent to your email. Please note that we've also sent a link to join the Telegram community to your emails. Ensure that you join the Telegram community because other communications will be sent to that platform as well. Do not forget to also turn on the notification bell on YouTube here so that once the class is live, you can be notified. Thank you very much for joining tonight's class. We'll see you in the next class. Have a wonderful time.